So I just finished up watching the first episode of the second season of Miss Kobayashi's Dragon Maid. And I gotta admit, I didn't really expect much out of this anime, but the first episode is honestly gorgeous. I would never have thought that I'd say that about this type of anime genre, but I gotta admit, it's pretty great. I mean, it's mostly comedy, but it's definitely from an ecchi manga, so I didn't know what to expect. The story and the controversy around a certain character had intrigued me enough to want to check it out. Well, let me clear up more about what the story is about first, in case I've piqued your interest to check out the anime at all for yourself. The plot goes like this. As an office worker and programmer, Kobayashi gets ready for work. She is greeted by a large dragon right outside her front door. The dragon immediately transforms into a human girl in a maid outfit and introduces herself as Toru. It turns out that during a drunken excursion into the mountains the night before, which of course we all do that sometimes, you know, you can't help yourself. You're like, yeah, I'm fucking plastered. You know what? Let me go to the mountains real quick. Kobayashi had encountered the dragon, who claimed to have been from another world. Subsequently, Kobayashi had removed a holy sword from Toru's back, earning her gratitude. With Toru having no place to go, Kobayashi offers to let the dragon stay at her home and become her personal maid, which she agrees to. Now, what the hell could be so controversial about that? Well, let me explain. There's some giant hondangarus on some of these characters, and some of them look like they're young characters, but they actually aren't. It's that whole like lolly thing, you know, 1,000-year-old dragon warlord maiden that looks like a 12-year-old. You know, only Howl's Moving Castle did the opposite thing, where it was like 19-year-old looks like a 82-year-old. Then that kind of genre I think I like more. I think I like Miyazaki's kind of take on the whole reversal of the old lolly thing. Now we've cleared up the controversy here, and I'll introduce the character that is the most controversial of them all. Ilulu. This is a tiny dragon lady. It's a dragon, really. I mean, if you watch the anime, it's a dragon, and they take on a human form. So there is nothing about this character that speaks to me that is childlike. The way they are, their mannerisms, how they speak, everything is just a dragon in a human body. Now, a lot of the information on Ilulu says that the appearance of this character and their human form is 16 years old. While some sites will say that she's 19 years old. So it's kind of that weird up for debate thing wherever this information's at. So clearly there is some misinformation going on here, and I'm sure that's what's caused some of this upheaval and controversy around this character, Ilulu. Some people have been so pissed off and heated about this that they've decided to do redraws of the character Ilulu, correcting the character's form and making it look better, according to some people. I bet some people out there are just so flabbergasted by this character design, they're probably like, who the hell could ever look like this? Be a short, stacked girl that looks like they're a teenager. There's no way anybody could ever look like this in real life. Well, if you're saying that to yourself, I'd like to introduce you to Kumamoto, Japan's most famous movie star, who was born in 1986. They're pretty famous. They go by the name Hitomi Tanaka. You may have seen them around before. They're in several movies, but not any that I've seen. But to me, this is the perfect example of the type of individual that looks exactly like Ilulu. I'd say they look spot on very similarly. So I can't say that this is, you know, a character drawn from real life or anything, but Ilulu it's not that big of a difference between some people that actually look this way in real life. Now, besides the controversy around the short, busty dragon lady that takes on the form of a human that looks pretty young, there is some disgusting behavior coming from the dragon maid aunties that hate the character Ilulu and just don't like the manga or the anime whatsoever. These people even go as far as to celebrate or make fun of the tragic death of Yasuhiro Takemoto, who died in a tragic fire at the Kyoto Animation Studio. The fire was started by an arsonist named Shinji Aoba. The fire ended up taking 36 people's lives as well as injuring 33 other people, and the director for Miss Kobayashi's Dragon Maid was in there at the time. Upon further investigation, you can discover that the arsonist's motive was the belief that Kyoto Animation had stolen a novel he wrote. This incident is known to have shocked Japan to its core, The country had extremely low rates of violent crimes at the time, and the victims were especially treasured individuals within the anime world. Imagine being one of these people that dislikes Miss Kobayashi's Dragon Maid so much that you think it's okay to make fun or celebrate this tragic death that took not only the life of the director of the anime that you don't like, but 35 other people as well. When I saw people memeing about this big booby dragon lady anime, I thought I'd check it out, and I didn't think I'd discover this dark story lurking beneath the surface of it. Let me know what y'all think about this. I'll see y'all in the comment section. Everybody take care. Later.